Hey guys, sorry I can't be here today. I know it's been a weird week. I'm actually off doing site visits to look at new um, remodeling additions on other schools that might be used at here at Pewaukee when we start our remodeling here at Pewaukee High School, middle school, and elementary school. So um, I know it's weird. Some of you have never had me before. So I know it's really weird that, hey, the teacher's not even here for the first day of second semester. So I apologize for that. Obviously, the timing of things is just not working to our best situation, but we're going to get through this. This is going to be the start of mini units within our cells and cell energy. We're going to be looking at photosynthesis, cell respiration, and ATP. Um, Mrs. Coleman, who teaches our Project Lead Away MI and AP Bio, has said that she would like students to have a little more in-depth knowledge of these processes, and so the freshman biology teachers agree that we needed to take it to another level so that you guys have more understanding of these processes and how they're interconnected. So the project that you're going to be working on, we're going to call them peer created lessons. So you guys have done something like this before, where you were able to create a TED lesson or a podcast, something like that, for your peers when you did your biomolecular disease projects. So we decided that this is going to be a good way for you guys to kind of incorporate, like, how are you going to learn this, and then the best way for you to learn it, you can then disseminate that to your peers. So Unit 4, again, cells and cell energetics. We're continuing on that. So we just finished our cell transport, and now we're looking at, obviously, cell transport ties into how do we get stuff in and out of cells to produce energy within the cell. And then obviously our different types of organisms like autotrophs and heterotrophs, and how is that tied together. So the project itself, let me minimize this really quick. Taking a look at the project on my Canvas page, and I should show this to you. I know some of you have hopefully now have access to this. Oop, that is my environmental. Let's go to biology. Um, so within biology, I want to let you guys know, those of you that haven't had me, I put everything underneath modules. I kind of think of it as an organization of days. So you will see that obviously day 1, day 2, so on and so forth. We're down here at day 10. So we're each one of these documents, depending on what project you are assigned, is the document that you are going to use with your group. So this is where you're going to get your documents for working on your research for your project. So let's take a look at one of those sheets. This is one of those sheets. This is the photosynthesis. So I created this so that you guys have a bank of resources. And then Mr. Reed added in workbook, so like textbook stuff. I added in videos for you guys. Um, what you're going to be creating is a skit, a podcast, a TED Ed lesson, engaging infographic, and I really want to engaging infographic, not some boring, lame old, like, here's one sheet of paper and here's some things on it. You need to really bring the concept together and show how there are connections. A story graphic novel, I mean, obviously, if you want to go that far, if you have some artists in your group and someone that is good at writing storylines, that would be good too. Or if there's an other. You will be meeting with me next week, Tuesday, kind of halfway through class, to see where you're at, and maybe just to check to see if there's anything that we need to update. Within the project, at the bottom of each document, there are going to be objectives. These objectives are the things that you need to identify um, within your lesson, so that people know how these things work. In the case of photosynthesis, you're going to see like defining it, connecting photosynthesis to organelles and cell structure, and how things flow in an ecosystem, because we really want to tie things back in. Um, Within this project, you have some, obviously creative wiggle room here where you guys can kind of show your talents. So do that if you're able to. Those of you that have not used TED Lesson, I just have it here. Obviously, TED Lesson, you do need to create an account. Most of my students that had me last semester already have an account, most likely, so you could create it underneath on their account. Um, so that's one thing that, one of the areas that we could use is TED Ed. Going back to that document, with the objectives, like I said, these are the things that you really need to focus on. Each one of the documents has this set of objectives. I do want to point out that you are going to see that there's interconnectedness between all three of these areas. So if we take a look at the purpose of this, obviously we want to connect information from entire year. We're going back to ecosystems, and you should really tie in the idea of ecosystems and what we learned in ecosystems, and then cell structure and biomolecules, and now looking at cell energetics. So deep understanding of energy flow, that's one of the things we definitely want you to get out of this, showing how living things are interconnected. We're talking about that's the heterotrophs, autotrophs, and how they are tied together. And then obviously a deeper understanding of energy production within a cell. All of you, I know the one thing that everybody remembers from biology is that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. That's great. But how is it? What is happening? Why is it able to produce energy? Think about all of the energy that is happening in each one of your cells. And every cell has a little powerhouse, right? But how is that actually producing energy so that you as a whole organism can survive? Okay? So that is really the purpose. That is the project. Like I said, all of the documents that you'll need, depending on which one of the groups you are in, they are linked right here for you to get started. Now what you need is the groups. So the groups, here's the thing. We have 3 topical groups. That means we have cell respiration, photosynthesis, cell energy and life, ATP, ADP. And then within each group, you are going to have 2 smaller groups so that you don't have one large group working together. You have 2 smaller groups working to identify. Now, just so you guys understand this, what you're going to do is then we are going to partner you with one person from each one of the groups so that you can then have a group of 3 and you're going to be sharing your lessons. Okay, so it's not going to be large scale, but you're going to be kind of working in small groups. That way, then you can ask questions for follow up and those kind of things. So making sure that you become the expert within your group, within your topic is the key here. So group 1. Now, I'm going to apologize since I'm not here today. Obviously, there was no seating chart. One thing I like to do is I like to find out what you like to be called, like those of you that had Mr. Reed last semester. I don't know if you go by, for example, Catherine. I haven't had Catherine, but I don't know if you go by Katie or Kathy or Catherine. So I just put on your full name today, and then next week, Tuesday, we'll take care of all those logistical things so that I know how you like to be addressed in class. So I apologize for full names today, but that's just because I have not met you yet, and I want to make sure that you are addressed how you want to be addressed. For today, we're going to set that aside. So photosynthesis, here is group 1, David, Catherine, Ethan, and Will. You guys are working together for photosynthesis group 1. Now the goal here is I should point out that I don't have both photosynthesis groups working together. You can use each other's resources. You might have questions like, hey, how are you addressing this objective or whatever it might be, but I will really want you working in 2 separate groups. So group 2 in photosynthesis is Matthew, Alexander, Kaylin, and Abby. So those are 2 photosynthesis groups, and you'll be using the photosynthesis guiding doc on Canvas. Group 3, cell respiration, we have Heather, Andrew, Jake, and Anna. So you guys are working on cell respiration. Group 4, underneath cell respiration, Zane, Elizabeth, Haley, and Ryan. Group 5, energy and life, ATP, that is Ellie, Sophie, Paige, and Andy. And group 6, Emily, Kyle, Miranda, and Ashlyn. So you guys have the remainder of class to work on your projects with your groups. If you have questions, please email me. I will try to address them this weekend so that if you're working together with your groups, or if you need me to sign you up for a resource next week, Monday or Tuesday, please email me and let me know so your group can get together if you have questions and things like that you need help with. Again, I know it's not ideal, but this is what the hand that we were dealt, and so this is what we're going to deal with, and we're going to make it through. And hey, it's going to get up to like 20 degrees today, so it's warm. It's like a heat wave outside, so you guys enjoy the day, enjoy your Friday, enjoy your weekend. Get outside while it's supposed to be warm this weekend, do some outdoor activities, get some sledding in, get some cross-country skiing. Good luck to, I know our Palms team is going to state today, so good luck to them. Good luck to the basketball players. Good luck to wrestlers, rock climbers. Who else is going on right now? I feel like I'm missing something, but good luck to everybody in any athletics or sports that you're doing this weekend. And I will see you guys next week, Tuesday.